All right, let's move on to reacts and see how the internet did react to the game yesterday, starting off with Johnny H saying, what are your thoughts on yesterday's penalty fiasco? Brennan Johnson chasing his first Spurs hat-trick, breaks free, and Wellington chops him down in the box. It's an obvious penalty, a great chance now to get his third, right? Nope, Porro takes the ball off him and gives it to the captain Romero, who gives it to Tell. WTF. The look on the poor kid's face when he realised he's not going to get his chance. What's Kuti thinking?
Well, Kuti, you can see on the video as well, Kuti does have a little word with Brennan just before the penalty. And he said, I think maybe Kuti recognising that Tell needs it more than Brennan right now as well. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe Tell is maybe there is a kind of designated list when it goes, probably goes Son, Solanke, maybe Tell. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know. But the way Tell took it, I have to say, that was a lot of composure, and I don't think Brennan would have taken it like that. He probably has. I would have imagined he has a different technique, and I think Tell's composure in that position, that probably I can understand him being maybe above Brennan in that aspect.
I don't know, but Brennan's a very good finisher in his own right.
Just because you're a good finisher doesn't make you a good penalty taker.
I don't see why Brennan wouldn't be a good penalty taker. There's nothing to suggest that he wouldn't.
Composure's different, very different. I'm not saying he would have been a bad penalty taker. I'm just saying that the way Tell took that, I don't see Brennan taking it in a similar fashion. I think he would have taken it in a different fashion. In terms of composure, Brennan's finishing doesn't come from composure. It comes off instinct. It's very different. When Brennan has too long to think about things, usually things go wrong. It's when he plays off instinct, one time finishes, that kind of thing. When he has very little time to think about things, that's when it goes right for him.
Have we seen Brennan take a penalty before?
Don't think so. Maybe for Wales. Maybe for Wales. I don't know.
Is he Wales' penalty taker? I think he is, isn't he?
Don't know.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe Wilson, I think.
But look, I think when it comes down to something like this, when two players are arguing, it always has to come down to the captain to make that decision and to stamp his authority and to make sure this doesn't go on for too long. And I think Kuti did a good job of that yesterday.
Yeah, and look, Johnson should back himself to score more goals. He doesn't have to get a hat-trick for a victory against Southampton. He'll have another opportunity for a hat-trick.
Yeah. Joel Kim says the first person that Bergvall runs to after his goal, which was later disallowed, was Son Heung-min. After the game, he also planted his kiss on Son's cheek. The love and respect he has for his captain, that's influence.
That's not Southampton. That's Europa League. That
is Europa League. That one.
But yeah, what was actually a shame though was the goal he scored was actually. I don't know if you can call it a bit of luck, but it was a bit of instinct and outstretched foot, but it did just guide it into the corner. It was actually a nice finish, even on instinct, and obviously that would have been his first Premier League goal, which was really disappointing. So lovely celebration as well, coming over to the fans. A shame that it didn't count.
Yeah. Mari7 saying he's limping. Hopefully it's nothing serious and he'll have a good rest until Thursday. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not moving totally all right, is he?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a limp there. If it was too serious, I doubt he walks around injured. Oh no, maybe he would. Who knows? Maybe it's, I don't know. Let's hope he's okay. It's tough to know.
There's just something not completely right about it.
I've seen players limp around like that and they're absolutely fine. It's just like after they played a game of football, they there's always aches and pains and things like that. It might just be that, but it might be a genuine injury. I don't know.
Yeah, you've also heard Ange say we've come through completely unscathed, and then a player's out for a while as well.
Yeah, might be.
You also heard that. Blue Deer said Sonny comforts ? Brennan. What's going on over here?
He's probably just having a word with Brennan about the penalty, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
This is after the game.
Captain's example.
Yeah. Just letting him know, look, hopefully there wasn't too many words saying, look, Brennan's smiling anyway at the end. I was wondering if Brennan was going to go over to celebrate with Tell after the penalty was scored, and he did. So I think I should put it to bed. Hopefully it's not really an issue.
Yeah, I think people just make too much of these kind of things. It's just a quick little conversation, light argument, and then you move on. They're all teammates.
It wasn't like what was it, Madueke and who was it? Was it Madueke and Jackson last year
Yeah.
in Chelsea when they had a proper fight?
But even that's like put to bed quickly. I mean, these things happen in the heat of the moment. You know, it doesn't mean there's a big fallout.
But this was just like a little conversation. It wasn't like they were literally, Madueke was like wrestling the ball. They were wrestling the ball away from each other.
Now, that's embarrassing.
That was embarrassing, yeah.
Ayudi says the way Lucas ran to his captain to celebrate his goals, VAR can F off.
Absolutely. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, it's a shame. It was a shame it got ruled out.
Oh, man. The love I have for Lucas Bergvall, man. It's just incredible. Next up is Kuti Son, the classic Sonny and Romero hug.
There you go. Love
after the game.
The band are getting back together. Come on.
This next one, this is the Ramsdale handball. Here it is. Ramsdale taking the ball away from Dom Solanke using his hand outside the penalty area. Yet
Look at that.
Any card. But that is
cynical, deliberate handball.
I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous.
He didn't even get anything. Didn't even get a booking. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he got, obviously it was a free kick, but I couldn't believe that he didn't get a card for that. I mean, that's the most deliberate handball you're likely to see. That doesn't get more deliberate than that.
Yeah.
Literally claws it away from him.
He knows he's outside the box as well. He knows he's outside the box and he just claws out for
I mean, I think you can see he knows because he gets straight back up. He claws it towards his foot and gets up because he knows he can't pick it up.
Yeah.
So he knows he's outside the box. I mean, it's absolutely nuts that wasn't given as at least a yellow.
Yeah.